Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host Davion, and today I'm talking about some interesting news these days. I made a short and a TikTok about Cam Newton's comments about Brock Purdy earlier today, and for some reason everyone's losing their minds about what I said. So first off, Cam Newton said that Brock Purdy was at best the 10th best player on the San Francisco 49ers, which in my opinion is a joke. For him to even open his mouth and say that. I would say, okay, the system, we understand that system is whatever it is, but there's no reason to disrespect him. What that kid has been doing these past couple of weeks has been incredible. He also sat there and say that I think he said it like probably 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, he said that Brock Purdy, amongst another list of other players, are just game managers. And so in my opinion, when I'm looking at it, when you look at Cam Newton is a player who was taken first overall in the draft, which he was expected to be a top performer for a significant amount of time because he's taken number one by the Carolina Panthers. He has an MVP season. He has 3 to 4 years of perfection at the quarterback position and in the NFL. 3 to 4 years, which is in the NFL, your lifespan is anywhere from two to three, if that. He's at the top of his game, and then he falls off like it's nothing. And then you look at player, and then so let's look at Brock Purdy. He's taken with the last pick in the NFL draft, the last pick. And there was no expectation. He got thrown in last season, in week 6, I think it was, when he came in, and he did nothing but excel at his job as the last overall pick of the draft, and he did his job. This season, he played pretty high clip of a pretty high caliber of an MVP caliber season. If he didn't get hurt or if they didn't have those 3 weeks where they looked like a pretty awful team, he would be in the MVP conversation right now, plain and simple. When you look at Brock Purdy and what he did in the playoffs against the Packers, against the Lions last week 20 after being down 24-7, I think it was. He did that. He drove them back over 150 yards throwing, over 50 rushing yards on the ground, and a touchdown. Brock Purdy did that. So I don't want to sit here and hear Cam Newton yap about Brock Purdy's this and Brock Purdy's that. Cam Newton's just hating at this point. He's a glorified hater, and that's what I'm gonna call it. He's just hating for no reason. And it just doesn't make sense to me personally why Cam just wants to be so relevant in the news. He keeps sitting here and thinking, yes, I'm a Saints fan, but he's sitting here and thinking that, oh, I'm going to make a comeback. Atlanta's going to want me. No, you're washed. You're done. You were washed ever since you left Carolina, plain and simple. I'm just over watching Cam Newton. Sick, honestly, I'm just sick of listening to him talk. He's hating on Brock. And watch Brock Purdy goes and win a Super Bowl. He'll have more Super Bowls than Cam Newton. Then what'll happen? Huh? Longevity? He's a season and a half off of being more consistent than Cam Newton. So I'm sick of hearing about the noise that Cam Newton's saying. Let me know if you feel the same way. Let me know if you don't. But yeah, it's just been a very controversial day on my on the channel. So I wanted to come on here and speak my wisdom. But this has been the post game. Peace.